Arsenal, a club that has been reborn under Mikel Arteta. Over the last few years, they've gone from being doubted, laughed at, and dismissed to standing toe-to-toe with Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, the most dominant football machine we've ever seen in England. And yet, somehow, Arsenal just got even scarier. Because now, they've added Eberechi Eze. Now let's slow down for a second. When you think of Arsenal, what comes to mind? The blistering pace of Gabriel Martinelli flying down the left. The ice-cold precision of Bukayo Saka cutting inside on his left foot. The vision of Martin Odegaard slicing defenses open with passes nobody else even sees. And the relentless pressing of Gabriel Jesus, forcing mistakes high up the pitch. This was already a team capable of dismantling anyone. Already a squad that came within touching distance of the Premier League title. And now, Arteta has brought in one of the most unpredictable, dazzling, and electrifying players in English football, Eberechi Eze. But here's the thing about Eze. He's not just another attacking midfielder. He's a footballer who changes the rhythm of a game the moment he touches the ball. You can't predict him. You can't read him. Defenders can prepare all week, study the film, map out his runs, and still, when he's on the pitch, he makes them look like training cones. Eze has this glide, this effortless way of carrying the ball through midfield that almost feels unfair. One moment he's surrounded, the next is burst through 2 or 3 players, and suddenly Arsenal are flooding into the final third. Now, imagine what that means inside Arsenal's system. You've already got Odegaard orchestrating play with surgical precision, dictating tempo, drawing defenders out of position. And then you add Eze, a completely different flavor of creativity. Odegaard unlocks defenses with vision. Eze unlocks them with chaos. He dribbles, he twists, he feints, he forces defenders to panic, to overcommit. And when they do, it opens up space for Saka, Martinelli, or Havertz to strike. It's like giving Arsenal 2 different keys to the same locked door, and if one doesn't work, the other smashes it open. But let's think even deeper. What happens when Arsenal rotate? This has been one of the criticisms in recent seasons, the lack of depth when injuries strike, when Saka looks tired, when Martinelli is unavailable, when creativity dries up against a low block. Now, with Eze, Arsenal have an answer. He can slot in wide. He can operate as a number 10. He can even play deeper in midfield if Arteta wants to overload possession. It gives Arsenal layers, flexibility, unpredictability. You don't know where the danger is coming from anymore, and that is what terrifies defenders the most. And yet, we haven't even touched on the psychological factor. Imagine being a defender lining up against Arsenal. Before, you already knew it was going to be 90 minutes of pain. You'd have to deal with Saka twisting you inside out, Martinelli sprinting at you at full speed, Odegaard threading impossible passes. But now, you're also glancing over your shoulder, worried about Eze. Because you know the moment he gets the ball, he can do something that rips the game apart. One run, one dribble, one piece of brilliance, and suddenly the entire match changes. How do you prepare for that? The truth is, you don't. You can't. And here's where it gets really scary. Arsenal aren't just signing Eze to be a luxury player. No, Arteta is too meticulous for that. Every player he brings in has a clear role, a purpose, a function in his tactical chessboard. Think back to when Arsenal signed Odegaard permanently. People thought he was talented but inconsistent, maybe not suited for the intensity of the Premier League. But under Arteta, he became captain. He became the heartbeat of the team. Now imagine what Arteta will do with Eze, a player who has all the raw talent in the world, waiting for the right system to unleash him fully. It's almost unfair, because for years, Arsenal were accused of being soft, of being easy to bully. But this Arsenal, they are strong, they are disciplined, and now they are adding one of the most fearless dribblers in the league. This isn't the Arsenal of old. This is a new beast entirely. A team built not just to compete with Manchester City, but to dethrone them. And here's a twist that makes the Premier League nervous. Arsenal don't need Eze to win games. They were already winning them. They were already one of the top 2 sides in the league. But now, with Eze, they have that extra gear. That moment of magic in tight games. That spark when nothing else is working. It's the kind of signing that doesn't just strengthen a team, it transforms them. It turns close calls into victories, draws into wins, title challenges into titles. So let's put this all together. Arsenal frontline already terrorizes defenses. Their midfield, anchored by Declan Rice, is one of the strongest in Europe. Their defense, marshaled by William Saliba and Gabriel, is as solid as it's been in decades. And now, they've added a player who thrives on unpredictability, who brings flair, creativity, and goals. If you're a rival fan, you can try to downplay it. You can say it's just one player. But deep down, you know this changes everything. Because Arsenal with ease isn't just Arsenal. It's Arsenal with an extra layer of danger. An extra weapon in the arsenal, pun intended. It's a side that doesn't just come at you with pace, structure, and pressing, but with magic, with chaos, with brilliance you can't plan for. And in a title race where every detail matters, where one or two results can define a season, that might be the difference. So here's the reality. Arsenal were already a nightmare for defenders. With ease, they become something else. Something darker. Something scarier. This isn't just a signing. It's a statement. A warning. The Premier League has been put on notice. Arsenal are coming. And with Eberechi Eze in red and white, the question is no longer whether they can compete with Manchester City. The real question is, who on earth is going to stop them?